Well, good evening, Pipers. Welcome back to the Bass Piper channel. It's been a few minutes since I've been able to get on, but I just want to sit out here in my garage this evening, guys, to just kind of update you on what's going on at the Bass Piper house. Can you believe it? I got a pipe for a pipe channel. As you can see, it is raining and we are having a storm. You can probably hear the thunder rolling at the Bass Piper camp. Hey guys, I'm having me a Boswell Longhorn. This is the Boswell Longhorn. Beautiful pipe, pretty grain. And in it, I am having some, I'll think about it in a minute. I just had a brain lapse. I have an English blend, and it's something, gentlemen. And I can't remember what it is. Bass Piper's getting old. It's a Hoffman blend, and a great English in this Boswell pipe. Of course, this is unfiltered. I was going to say country gentleman, but that ain't it. Man, I just got finished loading this pipe and saw the name of it. Oh well. Hopefully I'll think about it before the videos are done with it. But guys, we finally got semi-approved for our porch. And we got word today. The surveyors came out on Tuesday. And had to do the survey. I got with the contractor today. In fact, he called me and said, "Hey, Wade, the survey company's got your plat ready." I said, "Great." He says, "I got to go over there in town. I'll stop by there and check it out." I said, "Good. When you lay eyes on it, let me know if we came into perimeters to be able to have the porch Miss Bass Piper wants." He says, "I'll do that." And sure enough, we are in meeting the specs we need to be in our property lines, and 35 feet from everything. We're all set inside there. He had to go and draw the porch on the plat so that now I can take it tomorrow, pay the other half to the surveyor, pick up the plat, take it to the town, give it to the powers that be to attach it to our plans that the builders have to have. I'm trying to talk and keep my pipe going, guys. But so then you have to go to town, and then it's got to go to the county. Got to get everybody and his brother's approval on it. For all you young pipers out there, you just think you own something. You end up managing what you have until you die. You don't own it. Especially when you live in a town situation. But anyway, the contractor goes on vacation next week. So we are looking at possibly, hopefully, if we can get the county to move. He says the county's backed up. I said, that's all I need. So we got to wait to get the stamp of approval on that. Once the town's done, the county's got to do their thing. So we might be looking at, unless God intervenes, we are probably looking at maybe the first or second week of August before they can get started. So we are looking forward to that. It'll be a 12-foot by 32-foot porch. And so hopefully by maybe the first or second week of September, we will have a porch. And I'll be able to make some videos from it. Miss Bass Piper is getting excited about it. And so you would think she's a kid. And she's been wanting one for a lot of years. And so we're finally going to put one on. So we've been getting some things done, getting in preparation for this. And last thing that we're waiting before we cut down is her Japanese maple that she has cherished for many years. But as you can see, let me show you if I can get the camera to look over there where the tree used to be. You'll see the dirt spot. Actually, I hope it got it in. I just had that done this week with the topsoil put in. They spread it all out, got the island mound down to where it's flat now, even with the grass. We're not going to put an island back there. We're going to let grass grow. And so she'll probably put a Japanese maple out there, or maybe another crepe myrtle or something over in that way. But the older that we're getting as we're moving that direction, we're trying to think smarter so that we don't work harder. So I won't have a lot of mulch to have to do once the porch is on, because it'll take up one part of our mulching beds. The island will be gone. Once I get the porch and stuff in, then we're going to look at putting some split rail fencing up across the front of the property. And so that would be about it once that's done. So hopefully by Christmas we will have things done. I don't know if I'll have the fencing done yet. I may just wait till after. I may just wait till the spring of next year. It just depends on how things go. And depends on what we finalize the porch with the little additions and things that we've added. we didn't want to cut down the Japanese maple until we knew we were going to be within property lines, because we didn't want to go but so short on the porch. And so we're glad to hear that we were in the bounds there, so we should have the green light from the town and the county once the contractor saw it. So the other thing that we had interesting this past week, or past week and a half, as you know, about 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, you remember the video that I made on my truck? I'm gonna bring you in a little closer here, where the front wheel fell off on the driver's side coming home from church one Sunday. Well, lo and behold, about 2 weeks ago, I'm driving and I hear this roar sound. Well, I thought it was the tires. And I recently put new tires on my truck back last September, but with a big heat index and all that stuff, you know, I thought, well, these ATs, these are Falcon tires. They're all-terrain, 10-ply tires. And I started hearing this roar, you know. I started looking up things, what makes them roar, and they said, well, temperature change and all this kind of stuff. Well, make a long story short, I took it by the place to put my tires on last Friday. And it wasn't the tires. He says, you've got a ball bearing or either a jacked up brake caliper. It's making that roar. So anyway, they put it up in the air, checked everything, and they thought it was the passenger side, because I just told them that the driver's side was done. Well, they went and replaced the passenger side, because that wasn't done at the when we did the driver's side. They went and test drove it and still had the roar. Come find out, it was a driver's side that was all put in a few months back. It was a defective ball bearing. So I thought, well, here we go. She said, now you might want to take your truck back to the guy that put this in. I said, no. I said, nope. I said, he put it in, and I had to take the truck in for something else, and I had him check it for something. I said, while you got up there, just make sure the ball bearings and everything were fine that you put in. He said, yeah, everything's fine. Which it probably did look fine, because they're sealed ball bearings, you know, it's a sealed set. But it ended up being defective. So they were very good to me. They only charged me for actually putting in for the parts and for doing the passenger side, because they were going to send the defective parts back, and they get reimbursed on the parts, and I think part of the labor and all that. So I only had to pay for the passenger side this time, and they fixed the driver's side. I told them, I said, look, whatever you do not give me nothing made from China or Vietnam or Taiwan or wherever. So they put some, I think it's called Moog, M-O-O-G, Moog, whatever. They're made in America, and they're supposed to be really good. So I said, hey, that'll work. So I got new ball bearings on both sides of the front in the truck, front tires. And she's been running fine ever since. But had we not have checked that and kept driving it, we would have been in the same situation with that front tire, driver's side, as I did a few months ago. And this time it may not have been too pretty. Because if that thing seared off again, it could have flipped the truck, it could do whatever, you know. So that's the name of that game. So anyway, guys, that's what I've been up to the last few days. I'm gonna knock some of this stuff out here. And the gym's going good. So things are moving right along. So I just wanted to get out here before it got dark. It's about, I guess by now, it's probably about 7:15. And still raining out here, thundering. So this weekend I gave the truck a bath. It hadn't been washed in about 5 years. Inside and out. I finally saw I had rims. They were clean. I had to get all the brake dust and all that mess. Finally found a good recommendation and a good chemical to put on your rims, especially aluminum rims. If you're dealing especially with front wheel brake dust, how that stuff kind of sticks on like glue. In fact, it's put out by Napa. Aluminum brightener. Aluminum brightener. Spray that on, let it set for about maybe 30 seconds or so. Gets you a nice sponge, soapy sponge, and that stuff will come right off. And then I have a little ball, foam ball I attached to one of my battery operated drills, because I have, used to get the rims, it's got the little holes all the way around it. Stick that thing through the holes, zip, 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 zip. She coming out clean. So, with that said, I'm gonna get on off of here. I got tomorrow off, had to work today. So I got tomorrow off, gotta work Saturday morning. And tomorrow, I guess I'll sit back and get everything, well, probably tonight, get everything ready to go, basic outlines and things for my Sunday message, and then finish it up tomorrow. In between, go into the pick up my plats and get into the town with all of that so we can get that behind us. All that'll be done. So anyway, guys, this Boswell is smoking good, and this English is good English. So until we meet again, relax, have your pipe or your cigar, and don't forget the many blessings that God gives us each and every day. We'll talk later. You guys have a good weekend. Till we see you again, y'all take care. Bye-bye.